Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new episode of Recreators, which is on episode 5. Now, this episode right here was pretty simple, not too bad. Although it had some funny comedic moments here and there, it did get to some serious part, along with the halfway point of the episode, etc. So, if anything else, let's go. We have to it that one of our creators, I think Masaki or something, realizes when he was watching a show about Kanoya, he ends up realizing that the mecha is about to show out on the TV and he brings them out. And we have to it that Celestia, along with the group, Mitoria with Sota, with Takashi and Marine, they end up meeting Kanoya. And things got a little complicated here and there because of what's going on. As Meteor might explain, we have to fix things up, otherwise things will get complicated. Although Kanoya himself, his personality is hard to deal with because the way how he's acting right now is really troublesome. And he says I had enough of this nonsense, I'm going to do whatever I want in the world I was created in. It was so messed up, I don't like it. I never got a chance to date with Yuina. And Celestia offers some kind of funny act, She says, hey, if you listen to what I have to say, I'll actually go on a date with you. And therefore he goes I like girls who are younger than me. I'm thinking in my mind, pedophile alert. I'm just kidding. I don't really know how young for him though. He did say he likes girls younger than me, and Celestia was offended by that. She goes you see that? He's so mean. He's not cute at all. I'm thinking in my mind, oh my lord. Aside from what's been going on here, they've been trying to discuss what's the next plan of action. However, they got jotted down and get invaded by a freaking SWAT team. Well, I call it the SWAT team or military team because they come in with guns and weapons and ready to kill y'all. And not to mention they stay down their attacks after Meteor says we won't resist and ask Kanoya to stop his machinery from going crazy, And therefore, Kanoya obliges in a good manner, thank goodness, because he was hard to deal with anyway. Aside from that, they get summoned up by the council government of Japan or something and have a little small talk of what's been going on with the attacks. That involves Meteora, along with the attack from Alashia February, and then Yuya Mirokuji, etc. And they end up realizing that these things need to be cooperated, need to be dealt with. With what's been going on here and there, we need to have your cooperation. So overall in the meeting, that I could just give you up in a small summary right now is that they have a meeting with the fictional characters and the creators that are present right there, along with Sota, to explain what's going on. And they ask what kind of action do you prefer? Although Meteor does explain her theory to the entire council about what's happening, she suggests that they take further action to try to make some cover-ups here and there. Although there's another problem too. The council government mentions about the cover-ups and says if we try making cover-ups here and there, we're only going to cause more grief and problems later, and they're not going to trust the news that we send to them. And things are starting to get a little hectic as it will be shown around the world. Not to mention with the actions that Meteora, Celestia, along with what's been happening with the other actions with the creator of Elastilia February, things are not looking so well. And for the time being, video footage that the government actually has right now actually showed up right there. I was kind of surprised to see the government going into action like this, but after seeing footages and video clips of this, it actually makes sense for them to try to go in and try to have a little cooperation and try to talk to them what's been going on here. So it makes sense, and I actually enjoyed that. So overall, they have a big meeting and discussion, and overall of the results, they have cooperation with each other. Celestia, Metodia, and Kanoya ends up having identities. And as for Mirokuji Yuya, he was actually fighting the old man with the gun who is siding with the military uniform girl, which I see as a antagonist for the time being because of what she's been doing. After Meteora tells the council about her hypothesis, they are really, really concerned right now and trying to wonder what's the best course of action. Of course, Meteora suggests that we limit the damage and try to find all the creators and the creations all together and try to stop them from doing whatever they want, because from here on out, it's like an all-out battlefield of war. But after what's been happening here and there, of course, after much cooperation and giving out certain information, Sota and the others are like going out for a drink or a party, while Sota himself remembers the girl or something. I think that girl has to be Setsuna, that the military uniform girl mentioned. And I do remember, I think that girl might be Setsuna from the Recreators opening, because we did see a girl maybe falling through water or something. I don't know. But that's just my theory and hypothesis. But aside from that, we get to know that Sota did some research and realizes that this girl is actually from Altar Ward Etude. And that's when like they go like, holy, he goes like, that's why I remember you. And other cases, not to mention, I think it's also confirmed that her real name possibly might be Saber. I did a little like something like that, but it could be the possible, because I remember seeing Saber in the name right here, and the military uniform girl, she is from something called like the Altar Ward Etude, when Sota was doing some research on the military uniform girl, and he goes like, why do I remember you? And he ends up remembering this girl that took his glasses and played with him for a bit, and possibly had a little small text message with her. So it looks like to me we finally know where the military uniform girl comes from. But in other cases, I think we also know what her creator is. Although it's been hinted at to Sota a lot that he might be the creator. I'm pretty sure a lot of us who's been watching the show up to this point right now might be having theories that she might have been drawn by Sota himself when he was being involved with a certain project, possibly. We don't know that for sure, but one thing for sure is that we finally know where she's at. She's from Altar Ward Etude, along with the creator that might be Setsuna, because she did mention Setsuna, and then Sumazaki was mentioning the last name right here, and who knows if that's really her or not, but we have yet to be confirmed about that. Although hints have been given that Sota was involved creating her, it has yet to be 100% confirmed. Although I think it's already obvious to the point. And I'm surprised Sota did not even mention any of this information to the government, which is really troubling. So overall, pretty cool episode. I look forward to more. I don't know what's really bound to happen, but one thing for sure, it's not going to look pretty from here on out. I mean, aside from the last few episodes, which I consider fun, this one was a little fast for me. Although with the government having video clips and realizing that it's not just going to not be recorded, it's only natural for the government to maybe take in action or something. But aside from that, it was a pretty cool episode, and we get to know more information, pretty cool, and cooperation together. I look forward to more, and I'm pretty excited. And Kanaya, dude, he's a funny guy, troublesome personality. Even I would have trouble if I dealt with that mother. So if anything else, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, alright? I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!